According to a research conducted by World Economic Forum and Alliance, 2.5 billion people worldwide are estimated to suffer from vision impairment, and more than 600 million go blind each year due to uncorrected refractive errors. The study also shows that wearing glasses decreases the risk of being visually impaired by 34%. Eyes are the most important sense organ for a person. Therefore, mitigating negative effects of vision impairment is the way to improve our material and spiritual life. Hence, Happy Eyes Project was born. Happy Eyes was established by the foreigners who aim to provide free basic screening and corrective lenses to poor people with vision impairment in Vietnam. Welcome to Sharing Vietnam on VTC10 NetVid channel today. Today, we would like to introduce to you Mr. Richard Kagan and Mr. Eric Johnson. They are two founders of Happy Eyes Project, a project that specializes in providing free basic screening and corrective lenses to people with vision impairment due to eye conditions in Vietnam. Hello, thank you for joining us today.
Xin chào mọi người.
Hello, xin chào mọi người. Mình rất vui được tham gia chương trình ngày hôm nay.
Firstly, could you share with us about what motivates you to found Happy Eyes Project?
Well, it was almost an accident. We were doing a charity event at an orphanage not far from Ho Chi Minh City, and we noticed that almost none of the children were wearing glasses, and this seemed strange. And we asked some questions and found out they had never been screened or had their eyes checked. And we decided this was something we could do something about. We also did some research to learn that this is a global problem. Uncorrected vision errors affect billions of people in the world and something like 20 million in Vietnam. And so we thought this is a problem we could probably try to do something about.
Yeah, because both Rick and I have Vietnamese wives. I stay here full time and Rick comes here a couple of months every year. We felt that we also wanted to try to give back. And the vision correction was something that we felt strongly about. So that's why we started it.
Can you tell me about the ways that you do the fundraising?
So far, most of our fundraising has been through family and friends and business associates. But recently, as we've learned more and our events have grown, we've started to do more fundraising with various foundations, charitable foundations, and also now talking to some larger corporations.
We've been very lucky. So when we mentioned Happy Eyes, a lot of our friends and family and colleagues and whatnot want to contribute. So we started with grassroots level of fundraising and now moving into bigger players to help on a bigger scale.
And it's been very interesting and very touching how it seems whenever we talk to people, whether it's friends or friends of our friends or people at work, anywhere, and we mention this project, they go, oh, what are you doing? What is that? Oh, you're helping people here? How can I help? Whether they want to donate money or volunteer or help with some programs. And I've found this to be really, I haven't seen this before anywhere else. There seems to be a very strong culture, particularly among the sort of younger generation, both in college and the young professionals are very focused on wanting to give back. We always have more volunteers than we need. Yeah.
I think one of the reasons for that is that it's very easy to understand what we're trying to do. We're trying to help people see better, right? So people understand very quickly, and when they hear about roughly we can help one person for about $15 at the current operations, it's easy to kind of understand how many people. If I give you $100, how many people could you help? So it's a very tangible connection to the funds or the help they're giving us, and how many people we can help. So I think that's also a reason.
Okay, so who can get the support from your project?
Really, anyone who has vision problems and cannot easily afford to get their eyes checked or afford to buy glasses. We try to focus as much as possible where the need is the greatest, so in the rural areas and where people are very poor.
So until now, what programs have Happy Eyes Project implemented?
We've done 2 programs, one in Vũng Tàu, the first one at the pagoda, and the second one in Bình Dương. And we tested about 280 subjects, and we gave about 250 glasses and reading glasses to beneficiaries.
How do you feel when you see those people with vision impairment can see it more clearly and they can read the words?
Oh, it's very, very powerful when someone says, oh, I can see clearly, or a student who is having trouble reading, or an older person who couldn't read or help their child study. It's very, very moving. It's an immediate change. Someone says, I can see clearly. It's usually very powerful for them and also for us too.
Yeah.
It's an instant gratification, isn't it? Because when we get them fitted with the glasses, you know, they start seeing clearly, and it's an effective way to try to change someone's life. Who knows what they've been struggling with in terms of confidence for not being able to read or whatever, because they simply couldn't see. So it's a very worthy cause.
Trinh used to write in his song, "To live in this life, one is a stone. What for? Do you know? To let go with the wind." This is a very meaningful message about the spirit of sharing and solidarity that the musician wanted to send to everyone. Because of falling in love with Vietnamese women as well as Vietnamese people and country, 2 founders perhaps have understood this spirit. They themselves and their relatives and friends devote a lot of enthusiasm to pursue the journey of giving life to the poor in Vietnam. Every pair of glasses given could bring hope for the future. Like the name of the project, they have been lighting up the faith, happiness for those who need this help. So maybe you have faced with many difficulties. Can you share a little bit about the difficulties that you have to deal with?
Sure. One of them, very interesting, is that not everyone is aware of eye problems and the fact that wearing glasses is actually good for your eyes. There are actually some parents that think their children's eyes will become weaker by wearing glasses, and kids maybe don't want to wear glasses because they're not cool. And so addressing these things, we've found that just screening people's eyes and giving them glasses is not enough. There needs to be an educational part as well, and so this is an important part.
So can you share a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, another difficulty we face is the recent coronavirus. We had to cancel one of our events for safety reasons, and we don't really know yet when the next event can be. So we are realigning our fundraising efforts and our organization and operational efforts on the ground to circumvent the fact that Corona is becoming a global pandemic.
Yes, and as soon as we can, we'll reschedule the events that we've had to cancel, and we'll do them.
So the ways that you overcome the difficulties, can you tell me more about that?
I think many times it's very much trust related as well. So when we show up and you have 2 Western guys who want to try to help, I'm sure there's been a lot of people in the past trying to help and run into various difficulties and simply given up. So it's a lot about building trusts with people on the ground here, that we do whatever we say we do, and we keep our deadlines and we keep our promises and commitments. So I think that's one way we've started to try to overcome some of these difficulties you might face.
And just try to respect the local conditions, right? Things are done a certain way. We try to adapt and be flexible and be easy to work with.
For the last 2 years, what were the most memorable moments to you?
So one of the things that stands out for me is that we use international equipment. So when we screen some of these young children, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, we give them the letters of the alphabet from big to smaller sizes to check their eyes. And there was one instance, there was this little girl who we got to the letter Z for zebra, and she stopped and she said, "I can see it, I just don't know what it is." So it was very endearing, and it reminded us that yes, that's right, that you don't have that letter in the alphabet, and let's move on to Befa or something else.
Yeah, right.
So maybe you should prepare for the Vietnamese alphabet.
Maybe we should, yeah. Maybe we should.
That's right.
Also in the pagoda, we had this, when we test really small children who haven't started learning the alphabet yet, we have to use symbols to check their vision. And there was one little boy, we started seeing if he could see the symbols, and we had like horse, yes, duck, that's great. We came to the symbol for birthday cake, and he said, again, I can see it, I don't know what it is. So it also kind of reminds you that how blessed you are, and how other people might not be as fortunate as you. And we also test older people. So in Binh Phuoc specifically, we had a lady who, as we gave her the glasses, she was super happy, very, very tangible so. And when we chit-chatted to her afterwards, one of the reasons she was happy that now she can see the photos of her grandchildren clearly. So that was very inspiring for us as well, to keep helping people just seeing better.
Certainly, the audience is very curious about your future plans. Can you share with us about your future plans?
Yes, we have a lot of plans to grow. We're going to go from hundreds, a few events a year and hundreds of people, to many events per year and thousands of people. And we have a good plan in place for how to do that. And as I mentioned before, we're also building an educational program to go along with our screenings, including things like an animated video, a music video we're working on, to help make it educational but also entertaining, and for people to learn about these basic things about their vision, both children and their parents. You know, where my background is in high tech from Silicon Valley, and we're always looking for new and better ways to do things. And I've noticed in starting to do these screening events, it can be very inefficient. You have to get some very skilled people, optometrists, opticians, ophthalmologists, take their equipment, drive maybe 3-4 hours, take time setting it up, get everyone to be screened, and then many of the people will have a prescription to get glasses made. Well, we have to take that and go back to the city and get the glasses made, and then maybe a week later we go back and drive hours again back to the site and deliver the glasses. And then if there are problems, we have to go back again. It's very inefficient, it takes time, and it's expensive. So we've been doing quite a bit of research on new technologies, new kinds of glasses. We've been working with a company called Essilor, which is the biggest in the world for making lenses and frames. And they have a new kind of glasses that we can do a prescription right there on site. So we don't have to go back and forth. We can check someone and give them custom glasses right at that time. And also looking at other technologies to serve people better and faster, and it actually makes the cost lower. So that's quite exciting.
That seems a very interesting idea.
Yeah, some things in the process you can't put technology to those. So as the children are waiting to be tested, we sing songs, we play games.
You sing songs.
We try to keep them entertained and have fun, and it's great. It's so much fun doing that.
Wow, such amazing things. Thank you for joining us today. I wish that Happy Eye project will achieve more success in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye
so
bye.
much. And tạm biệt, cảm ơn, tạm biệt các bạn.
Tạm biệt quý vị và các bạn.
This is the end of our show. Thank you for watching. See you next time.